Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Azorius Control. I'm gonna go and try out a newer version of Azorius Control that is rotation proof. And trust me, it was very hard to come up with this deck because we are losing some of the most important cards in Azorius Control. We're losing Memeroy Deluge, and we're losing the Wandering Emperor. Oh man, you cannot imagine how sad I am about those two cards leaving, because that was what made Azorius Control so good. Endless value with the Wandering Emperor, and endless card advantage with the Memeroy Deluge. They're both gone. Not only that, we're also losing the Celestis, and we're losing March of Otherworldly Light. So we don't have any life gain, we don't have any fast removal or life gain / looting or on a mana rock. So we're losing just so many cards. And what's coming in, I don't know. I haven't really looked at Bloomburrow's all the spoilers yet, but I'm pretty sure there are some good blue-white cards. There always are. Now, for the current version, what I have as a replacement for Wandering Emperor is the Archangel Elspeth. It may not look as good, but it does serve pretty much the same purpose. And that is, we try to gain life. We try to gain life with the 1/1 soldiers, and we try to outpace Mirrex. That's kind of the idea. And instead of the Memeroy Deluge, we're going to substitute in Intrude on the Mind. Of course, not as good as Deluge, because Deluge is 4 mana, 2 cards, 11 mana, 4 cards. And that's really good, right? But here, this is just 5 mana for probably around 2 to 3 cards, basically a Sacrifiction. But a Sacrifiction that also gives you a creature, which a lot of times can help you outpace cards like Mirrex, or just have something on the board to kill your opponents with. Now, I only have 3 Intrude to Mind, and for some reason, for some godforsaken reason, this is a mythic. So yeah, I'm not gonna go craft one more. If you have 4, I would probably run 4, but I only have 3, so that's what it is here. And instead of one of the biggest, most important card in blue-white control that I forgot to talk about, Farewell. Gotta say farewell to Farewell. So what we have now is Final Showdown. Not as good as a Farewell. It does not touch artifact or enchantments at all, but what we can do is destroy all creatures at instant speed. Not only that, we can also protect one of our own creatures. And if we have a big creature like a whale or one of these Intrude on the Mind tokens, guess what? Yeah, that's a big creature that our opponent really just got their board wiped and have to handle. So I think this deck can work. Now let's talk about the whole deck list. I do have to sort this a little bit better because these are not exactly at the cost that they're shown. So like this. Actually, this should go here. Like this. All right, so in the early game, turn 1, no plays. Blue-white control, no turn 1 play, normal. Turn 2, we're going to need a lot of removal because aggro, mana's pretty aggro. So we have 4 Get Lost. That's very counter aggro, right? Kill their creatures, especially if they pump. We also have 4 No More Lies. You can counter whatever spell they play, assuming we get to go first. If we don't get to go first, we counter turn 3 play. Something that sometimes that also matters. And then we have 3 Deduce. This is the one that I could not fit 4 off in because, well, we already have too many cards. But Deduce is a card draw that could double back like Memeroy Deluge. It's like a mini Memeroy Deluge, right? Memeroy Deluge, you play that twice. Deduce, you play it twice as well. You play it once on the front side as the card. You play it again on the clue side as the artifact token. So yeah, you get to draw, 2 cards for 4 mana. That's okay. And then we have 2 Loch-Whale, which is very surprisingly good against aggro, because what they're gonna do, especially a lot of red deck, is pump their creature to the smithereens, and they don't think you have any removal. Well, guess what? We're gonna bounce it back to the deck. So it's not really a removal, but it does get rid of all their pump spells. Not that great, not as good as Get Lost. So there's only 2 in the deck, but this can also double back as a finisher, because at some point it'll be a 6/6 ward creature that will kill our opponent in 3 or 4 turns. Then we have 4 3 Steps Ahead as a counter spell. Again, I don't like to play this as a 3-drop counter. I like to play it as a 5-drop bad cryptic command. So that's, counter a spell and draw 2, discard a card. We don't have Celestis, so the best thing to loot is with the 3 Steps Ahead, right? We can always discard cards that we don't need for a certain matchup. Yeah, 3 Steps Ahead is probably the best card in this deck, in the way that we use it to counter spells. We also have 2 Stroke of Midnight, so that's because we're losing March. If there are something that we really need to get rid of, like let's say a big artifact that we need to fight, or the Simulacrum, like if that could just go out of control, right? So Stroke of Midnight is pretty good because it's 3 mana to destroy a non-land permanent and give them a 1/1 human. So what is that, like a Beast Within, right? Or Generous Gift. That's the same idea. Can't target lands, unfortunately, but that's fine. And the best thing about this is you give them a 1/1 human, Get Lost gives them the map tokens, and all of those goes away with our 4 Temporary Lockdown. Temporary Lockdown is what the saving grace is for the current blue-white control decks. Then we have 4 Archangel Elspeth to gain life. The -6 almost never triggers because the only thing we're bringing back is Temporary Lockdown, and it's a number with all the tokens that Elspeth generate. We have 2 Sunfall to go board wipe, 3 Intrude on the Mind to draw cards and also make creatures. Don't forget it flies, so you can definitely have evasion and attack your opponent to death. We also have 2 Final Showdown for bigger board wipe. Now the lands. 26 lands total in the deck, of course, because we're a control deck. So 4 plains, 4 islands, no more Ottawara or what is that one? Archangel. We have 4 Meticulous Archive, 4 Restless Anchorage, and 4 Seachrome Coast. No ping land, because for this deck, we can run a little bit slower. We definitely don't want to ping ourselves too often. We have 3 Demolition Fields and 3 Mirrex, because, well, now we can slot in more cards to push our envelope in the control style. There's a lot of intro for this deck. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Giant 1, 2, 3, but not 4, 1. Or maybe that's 1231. Maybe he's from the past. Well, we will keep. We got no more lights, but we are going second. Which, I mean, come on. Of course we are. Alright, we'll let our Anchorage hang. That is our tap land, anyways. Double Inspiring Vantage. Into a Resolute Reinforcement. Into probably a Warden trigger. Yep. Alright. So, double lockdown's pretty cool. Seachrome Coast, we'll pass the turn. He'll probably play the 9 Aaron. And we're gonna have to. A Recruiter. Well, we'll stop that. Would you like to attack? Would you like to crew again? Not to the top, huh? Opponent doesn't like that card? Good for me. Let's get rid of all his board. Alright, no Night Aaron, please. And thank you. Novice Inspector. Yoshin Frontliner. Is there Gleeful Demolition? There is not. Well, I can remove this whole board again. How good is that? He's down to 2 cards. But there's no Gleeful Demolition he can easily reload, right? I'm gonna have to pass. The thing is, if I use 3 steps ahead to counter him, I'm still not gonna get anywhere. It's unfortunate. I might have to draw cards, but it really depends on what he plays. Lots of lands is good for me. Uses the clue is even better for me. We can take a little bit of damage. Alright, let's draw a card. There's a land. Not a great land. I mean, Mirrex is good, don't get me wrong, but not good enough to change what's going on right now. This is a 2-drop. You're gonna have to keep taking damage, unfortunately. Opponent is stacking their cards. They have 5 mana. Do they want to play something? Recruiter. Okay. Do I want to counter this? Does get rid of a Recruiter. I think that's worth it, right? That's not a land, unfortunately. So we're just gonna pass. Take another 3. We'll go down to 11. It's getting scary. But 26 lands, we're still mana screwed, so that's not helping. 9 Aaron just by itself. Okay. Let me draw a card. That is a land that I want. Let's Get rid of that 9 Aaron, it's kind of scary. You're gonna have those map tokens. You know what? I changed my mind. You cannot have those map tokens. No tokens for you. Yeah, we definitely locked down this boros pretty good. Alright, they still have a Sokenzu. Cards are not allowed in the new metagame. Painful. Very painful indeed. I don't think they have much instant speed interaction, so we can just intrude on the mine as blockers. Does give out a lot of information. Can we take 2 and go down to 7? I think that's fine too. Well, it really depends on what he plays. Recruiter again. But this time it's gonna be the 2/2 knight. Well, also, do I want to counter this? Right? That's the question. I guess not. Time to intrude. Oh man, this is... Okay, well he's not gonna give me this. So I don't want a 1/1. I guess I'll do it like this. That way I get 2 planes and or a Demolition Field, a plane, and I get lost. And then I also get a 2/2. I want a 2/2 or a 3/3. Maybe I want a... Is there a reason for me to get a 3/3 other than instead of 3 cards in hand? I can always discard more cards, right? Let's do it this way. I'll definitely get a 2/2 here. Well, opponent, how would you like to play this out? Yeah, of course. Down to 8. Get another no more lies. Do I need more planes? I mean, it's always nice to get more planes. Now I do have to discard a card. 3 get lost in my hand. And a no more lies. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna no more our Final Showdown next turn, so I think I'm just gonna pass. Let's drop a get lost. There's too many. Case. I don't like it, but case is fine. See, a 3/3 wouldn't matter there. Recruiter. Alright, so I don't want to counter this. But I do want to not let the case trigger, so let's just destroy all creatures this way. Yeah, I needed that white too. Almost played it wrong if I didn't have that white mana. Alright, 2 white mana for Elspeth. Still 1 more white for no more lies. Or 3 steps ahead, that's pretty good. Let's make a soldier. Here's a land. We do fight together. Ah, GG. I guess you don't fight together. Bye, Boros. Never come back. Alright, our opponent is Leon. Leo-H. I don't know. We go first. Alright, we get no more lies. Hard to cast this no more lies, but I'm gonna try it. We do get to go first, so let's see. Should we filter our draws or play Anchorage? Let's filter our draws. You never know. See? Filtering draws early is important. Now I'm gonna need that 5th land for Intrude on the mine. I think 5 drops is kind of where we curve out. So if we don't draw lands after this, we will be able to cast most of the spells in the deck. Alright, we got Sunfalls and Intrude on the mine. Those are our 5 drops. Well, none of that matters because looks like it's a mirror. I do want to hold up no more lies at the very least. Alright, if it's a mirror, we need Mirrex. Let's see where this is going. Opponent has 2 lands. They draw Field of Ruin. Jeez, alright. Good for them. them use their field if they want to. We got 2 anchorages. Don't think they're gonna. Yeah, it's not very smart to use the Field of Ruin for no reason here. They got their Mirrex. So, what do we do here? I can respond to the Mirrex with an Intrude. Draws a lot of cards. Let's do that. Okay, this is not great. So, let's see, what do I want? So they're definitely not going to give me the Mirrex. They might give me an Archangel instead. And they're not going to give me the Archive. No, if they're not going to give me the Mirrex, let's put it this way, right? So, they either give me these 2 cards or these 3 cards. Not giving me a Mirrex. I mean, they'll probably give me a Mirrex knowing that there is a Field of Ruin. But this does answer most of it. So, yeah, let's put it this way. It just feels bad when we're playing a blue-white control against a better version of blue-white control because they have cards that we cannot have. But we'll see. You know, they have to fight this 3/3 somehow. Are they going to fight it? Or are they going to let it go? Well, I'm not going to play this Mirrex when I have other lands. So here's Archangel Elspeth. Did I draw another Archangel Elspeth? I draw. Okay, he's going to normalize this, which I'll let it go. Am I racing him faster this way? Yeah, but I don't think damage matters, right? They're getting life out of this. Two Mirrex. 2. I'm not going to use this Mirrex, so let's use this for a white. We'll do this again. We got through. Let's make this 1/1s. Does he want to just use his Mirrex? He can't make 2, right? He can only make 1 a turn, so I don't know if we're outpacing him, but we're definitely on pace with the Mirrex if he doesn't do anything. The Wandering Emperor. Let's stop that. See, that's a good card. A good card that we cannot have. Sunfall. Alright, we'll Deduce here. I think it's... There's no reason to hold up that much mana. See, we get a land. It's important to have land drops. Also, I have a temporary lockdown if I need it. Yeah. What a fight it is going to be, huh? This is going to be a long, drawn-out game, and I don't know if I can come out on top of this. Because he still has mill win cons, too. Okay, he does... Incubator. I think we'll just block it. Yeah, we'll just block it. It's not the end of the world. We can keep blocking every turn. It's got 4 mana. I wonder what he's going to do with it. Let me draw a card. Stroke. Not going to be very useful against the Mirrexes. I will tap out. Because he's not doing much. Make another 1/1. Make some Mirrex. Just the one, huh? Well, past the blocks. A block like this. I can trade all day. So I go to my turn. They don't really have anything right now. Should I just get lost this while I have the chance? Alright. So the Mirrex, how many can he make? One. He can make one Mirrex. Then one blocker.
You sunrise hero.
I wonder if I can just kill him with the Mirrex. He's definitely not playing the way I thought he would. He's probably gonna Field of Ruin now. Makes sense. Do I want to use this? Yeah. Let's get a blue. I need a lot of white, but I already have 3 white mana on board. There's a Jace. What do we do against this Jace? Kind of risky, right? So let's no moralize it. Then with 3 steps, that forces a lot. That forces his hand. I don't really need more cards. I need to force his hand. He could have a no moralize. I mean, he probably do, but you know.
Your hope is wasted. You cannot win.
Well, you gonna mill me? Maybe he pluses. He pluses. That's cute.
Become subdued.
Alright, well, now he's just tapped out, so... Oh, I could have minused this, huh? I don't know if that would have mattered. You can have a 1-1.
None of this calculates.
Map. Sure. Ooh, a farewell. Ow. Man, people gotta stop with their motorcycle revs. I live on the 2nd floor and it's loud. I don't know how to play this out. Honestly, they have so many better cards than me. At least we got rid of their Jace, right? I don't think they were expecting the stroke of midnight. Did they use their mana and just pass? That's weird. Then they didn't do anything. It's even weirder. Okay. If they're not gonna do anything, guess we'll just keep going like this. I could make one of these flying, but he'll probably just kill it that way, huh? I don't think that's worth it. Can I kill the non-humans? Our creature you control gains indestructible. That's also not very useful. Definitely don't have any non-land permanent matter that matters other than temporary lockdown, which will just hurt me. Right, he'll just kill. Maybe he has a march. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. We do get him to 7. There's the Wandering Emperor. Taps both as Mirrex. Okay, I can drop one in the Final Showdown. Oh, that was my play. Bottom deck, please. Cool. I have a huge Elspeth. You can farewell me, but I don't really have much on board here. Loch-Whale? Alright, cool. It's not trample. Ward 2, huh? I don't really want him to have another Loch-Whale, right? So it makes more sense if I do this. Maybe he counters this? He doesn't. Does he have a block? Another Loch-Whale. Oh. That's fine. Guess I'm not winning that way. It's Intrude on his mind. He's got 1 mana open. He can't really counter this. Alright. I don't want a temporary lockdown, so what do I want? 3 steps, which he will not give me. He's going to give me 4 cards. He's not going to give me... Well, Normalize is kind of useless, right? I can make this a 3-3. He's not going to give me this hand. He'll give me this hand, which is 3 lands. Do I want that? Do I want a temporary lockdown? Is it a good enough card against this deck, against Mirrex? So he will give me this hand. Maybe I put a temporary lockdown here too. Maybe like this, right? So he's gonna give me this hand, and I'm gonna have a 3-3. Do I care about a 3-3? It could be a 2-2. It still blocks most things if it's a 2-2. He doesn't have any more map tokens, so yeah, 2-2s will block most things. 3-3 is a faster clock. That is, you know what? This is a better land. Let's put it this way. Yeah. Well, no, yeah, he's not going to give me the counter spells. Makes sense. So, I have some lands open. Don't really know if I want to archive next turn. Do I have an instant spell? This turn, I do not. So, temporary lockdown. There's 2 of them, so that's not going to be very useful either. I think I archive. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a very dead draw next turn. Come on, Leo. Can he attack with the whale? I'm not sure if he can attack with the whale, right? It's kind of risky. Attacking with the whale means I get to attack him. And I have blockers for days. It's gonna make the Anchorage. Interesting. I can't kill the Anchorage, but that also means he's not gonna be able to do much with his mana.
My armor holds strong.
They do. He has 6 mana. I think he wants to play the other Loch-Whale. That's a Sunfall. Sunfall's not very good for him. It's actually great for me. So he's gonna pitch it. We'll go to my turn. Well, Sunfall's not very good for him. It's great for me. Does he have another whale, though? That's the question, right? I don't think I need to do that. Just keep making these 1/1s.
This is our fight to win.
Is it going to be an Emperor? No Emperor. Go down to 10. Alright. This is going to be a long game. Gotta be patient. If he's just focusing on Elspeth, it's not going to get very far. How much mana do I have? There's 6 here and there's 5 here. Not enough for Final Showdown and Whale. Well, I mean, could definitely do this. Break his Anchorage. Tap it for mana if you want, but it's, yeah. Plays the Loch-Whale. Opponent, are you okay? You sure you want to do that? I'm not showing the showdown anymore. I thought I was showing the showdown. I was showing the showdown. I don't even want to showdown this. Showdown's a good thing to catch him off guard with. Alright, we just go to pass. Block this one. Now he could have a counterspell. If he has a counterspell, my Sunfall won't get him. And that might be what he's banking on. And if I showdown here, he's not going to Sunfall it. That will wipe the board. He's got 2 cards. Then we'll start Elspeth. And he tapped out his Mirrex for some reason, so I think this might be a good plan. I can do this too. Auto pay. Let's choose this 2/2. Cool. I also have a Mirrex. It didn't look like he had much, so maybe we start going in for a lot of damage.
Have courage.
That's 4. We already played a land. It was the Mirrex land. Good luck. How's he gonna fight through this? He could farewell. It's not gonna be a very good farewell, but he can do it. I think I have enough for Mirrex and Loch-Whale. Can't believe Elspeth is getting us there. Okay, there's a farewell. Our horn is locked. Huh. All that just gone through, huh? So he definitely has some removal on the Loch-Whale, right? But I'm gonna get Elspeth on this, because the whale is lethal anyways.
Spread your wings.
Let's attack him like this. Alright, GG! We got through. We out blue-eye controlled a better blue-eye control because we were a better player. Ah, see that? That's exactly what I am. Alright, our opponent is Theodoro. Theodoro? Pedro. Cool. Go first. That's new. Alright, archive it is. Go first, archive. That's a pretty good start. I hope I can keep this going. 3 steps. It's a good card. Let's see. I get a turn 2. I get a turn 3. I think I want to keep the 3 steps. I don't know what they are yet, right? This is where it's very scary because if they're burn, like Jace Avatar, no sleeves, probably burn. Nowadays, I gotta make sure when I check their deck that their deck is 52. If it's not, then I'm gonna get got, and that would look dumb. See, burn with Mishra's Foundry, and then play Slickshot Show Off, like right into whatever I have. That's cool. You do that. Let's put a 3 steps out there in case I need it. Not sure if I need it. Godric. Cool. Which side? Top deck. Okay. I can play an Elspeth. It will probably get hit by Godric, and then I'll cry a little. What else can I do here? Guess I'll play the Anchorage. Yeah, maybe I should have just countered that. Counter your Godric. Play with fire in my face. Okay. Keep to the top, huh? Must have been a good card. Well, let's not let the good cards spoil your fun, right?
So long as I am alive,
We'll go to 5.
you will shine bright, hero.
Slick shot show off. Can't counter it anymore. And now he's going to be able to attack. Oh, he's going to kill Elspeth with a slick shot, but it's a lot of damage she's giving up.
My divinity is out of your reach.
He has to do it, but it is, again, still a lot of damage she's giving up.
Finish what we started.
Sunfall. Do I Sunfall this? Don't think I do. Definitely attack here for the life gain. He's on 2 cards. Do I block the Slick Shot Show Off with Anchorage? I don't think that I do that either. Oh, this is getting a little bit tricky. Okay. I guess not. What a loser. Diathoro. Go play a real deck. Alright, our opponent is Abu Jafar. Is that the bad guy from Aladdin? Oh no. Might go first? The streak is gone. This is gonna be bad. I gotta get lost, and that's it for removal. Get lost is not even a good removal. I have an archive still, so I still filter a little bit. I do want the land because I have Intrude on the mind. Ooh, okay. You know what? Fine. Yeah, I won't Intrude on the mind, right? Because this is weird. This is Domain. Is there anything I need to get lost against Domain on turn 2? Am I playing anything the turn after? I might draw something. Well, they don't have enough for the dinosaur. But then now they have enough for Invasion of Zendikar. Or not with tap lands, I guess. I shall deduce. You want to counter deduce? Yeah, I doubt you would. That was a huge lag, and then now I'm showing 3 Elspeth. 3. Okay, well, there's 3 of these. Might as well start landing them. Do I have a counterspell? No, it's probably the her migration. No, it is a counterspell. No, it is a counterspell that he did not use to counter. And then he pitches a Sunfall of all cards.
Save everyone. This is our fight to win.
It's got an Archangel Wrath. Did not see that coming. Okay, well, I have my own counterspell. The question is, do I want to use that? I might have to, right? The Archangel of Wrath just attacks Elspeth? Do I just let it go? Leyline Binding. Okay, well, I guess I'll just let that go. You got it.
I will return many times as necessary.
That thing is lifelink. We're gonna have a bigger problem. But what is this deck? It's got some funky cards. Alright, well, let's see if they counter this. They just have a lot of counter spells, maybe? They don't have 2 blue anyways. Oh, wow. Okay. So they can either give me Get Lost and Deduce. No, I need to separate these two, right? So Anchorage and Get Lost will probably give me this pile and get a 3/3. If he gives me this pile, then I will get... Actually, no. If he gives me this pile, I'll get a 3/3. If he gives me this pile... What am I saying? If he gives me this pile, I'll get a 2/2. And then I will have 2 lands to play along with the Deduce. I don't know if he wants to do that. I think it's good separation. He gets me the Deduce pile. Still has something. Maybe a Leyline Binding. I don't know if a Leyline Binding would be smart here, to be fair, right? So, what do I do? I gotta discard 2 cards. I play a land. I play Archangel. I buff this, he removes it. Yeah, it doesn't seem very smart. I would, I take off my counter spell if I play this. Don't really want to take off my counter spell, so what do I do here? Just drop the Seachrome Coast. I will attack for the 1. Cycles. Yeah, I gotta be careful with Traxa. He's getting to 7 mana. So, if he just drops a Traxa here, I'm gonna get got. And if he just drops Cavern, I'm gonna get got anyways. So, that's not gonna be fun. But I'll take these damages. He can gain that life. That's not the end of the world for me. That's a land. Okay, it's gonna go to my turn. I'm gonna get lost your Archangel first. I think. I can't catch this off guard anymore, so I have to get lost the Archangel. Then I will draw a card with the Deduce. Gets a card out of my hand. And I'll draw a card with the Clue. Cool. Alright. Not great, but it'll make do. We'll drop a Meticulous Archive. What can we get? Another... Sure, why not? I need it. 4th Archangel. Just gonna keep landing the angels until he's out of angels. Drop your Atraxa. Do it. Into a board full of mana. Archangel. And it's gone. This is white. Okay, so he's got another whatchamacallit there.
Follow my light.
Leyline Binding, that's what I'm trying to say.
This is our fight to win.
Yeah, I'm not dealing damage to him at all. But it's gonna have to get there eventually, right? See, it is a Leyline Binding. Why did he play right now? I don't know. Ancient Cornucopia. Not gonna stop that. I only have 1 counter spell. I don't think I can spend it on the Cornucopia here. Alright, it just go to my turn. Cool. Temporary Lockdown locks down my entire board here. That's definitely not what I wanted. Let's go crazy with this.
Hope will never falter.
You can kill that if you want. The Lightning Helix, okay. getting cards out of his hand. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep going. As long as he doesn't get Cavern, I'm good.
None will be spared.
I'm a little bit afraid of Cavern Atraxa, right? That's the only card that'll get me. So, ooh, this is a good card. But I will let him have it. Because my counterspell needs to go to the most important card there. Is he not going to use those? Okay. Well, I'll use this. Temporary lockdown on all those map tokens. In case he gets a creature and use it, you know, and then we stop that in its track. Also have a Loch-Whale. Oh my god. Alright, well, that stops activated abilities. What does this stop? Cause double trigger. Okay. I don't like it, but, you know, it is what it is. Do we just go to my turn here? I don't want to slam a whale into a Sunfall, so. I now have a 1/1. Herd Migration. You got it. My 1/1's gonna go away, unfortunately. It makes me kind of sad, but it is what it is. Our opponent's top decks are the bomb. My top decks are... I mean, I wouldn't say they're bad. Now it's time for my horn to lock with your whale. That sounded wrong. That sounded very wrong. Anyways, here's 6 damage. I can tap 1.
So long as I exist, you
3 bindings, 3 Elspeth. I got 1 more here. Oh, not gonna keep playing? Good game. You're very chatty. We killed a domain deck. To be fair, they didn't get their Atraxa out, but I do have a counterspell held up for their Atraxa. I have 2 for their Field of... I have 2 Field of Ruin, Demolition Field, whatever, for their Cavern. The only thing that they can do is hold Atraxa or Cavern until they have both, and then I can't stop it. That would be pretty good, but how long can they last against a Loch-Whale, right? So yeah, that's the idea. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those games, how did you feel? I gotta say, I feel great. I didn't know that this deck would perform as well as it had. I mean, 100% win rate for me today does not say much, but it does make me feel good, right? I played 4 games. I won all 4 games. Some of the games are a little bit, I don't want to say risky, but a little bit questionable just because I think our opponent really played it terribly. Rather than me winning, it's them losing. But it does mean that this deck, at the very least, right, can capitalize on our opponent playing badly and win that way. So, in that very long game against the opponent's Blue-Eye Control, one of the funny things is that they never really Demolition Field or Field of Ruin our Mirrex until we got enough on board to threaten our advantage. And then that last game against Domain, that was really funny because we drew all 4 Archangel Elspeth and they triple leyline all 3 of the Archangels. And even then, Archangel still got us the win. We just keep pushing the envelope for the total win con. And I think it's... at the beginning, I thought about, you know, being very sad about Wandering Emperor leaving and having nothing really to replace that. Now that after I played these games, I'm actually pretty excited about Archangel Elspeth. What I feel like obviously it's not a Wandering Emperor because she's not, you know, Flash, but it is, she serves a different niche and something that I think gets overshadowed because of how good Wandering Emperor is. Archangel Elspeth is no slouch either, right? She does make 1/1 lifelinkers, so against most burn deck, they really have to fight to kill Archangel first before they can come after our face. That gives us a lot of time. And one thing you cannot give a blue-white control is time, because they're going to assemble all the cards they need to win the game, all the counter spells, all the removal, all the control elements. And then, this deck does not win with a big flashy hit. It gets in with chip damage, the 1/1s, the Mirrex, and then eventually we can land a Horn Loch-Whale. But that's not the real win con. The real win con is just our opponent doesn't want to play anymore because we stop all of their stuff. That's always fun, right? That's what makes blue-white control fun. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.